I cannot believe this is the beginning of the end. How are you feeling?
Well, I feel good. It's been a great journey so far, and we're going to see what happens.
On set, of course, there was a lot of time that had lapsed in between. Everyone I know was so excited to get back. How was that when you all finally reunited?
It was great. Yeah, it was, I missed it. I was ready to get back as well. It was, but it was like, jumping back on the bike. It just felt like...
Or the horse.
Or the horse. Well, for some people,
for
not
some,
Jamie.
I know!
This is the hill we die on. I'm ready.
So the last episode that we see is Beth and Jamie declaring war on each other, literally basically putting hits out on each other.
So it's war.
War's over, Beth.
Where does this premiere episode pick up from? That war is still on?
Yeah, we pick up right there. We pick up right where they are at their most dangerous with each other. And Taylor delivers, and it's intense, and it's dramatic, and it's a lot, and every episode's filled with drama.
Will this war between the siblings rope in other people, or is it going to be primarily Beth and Jamie figuring out what they need to do to each other?
You can't blow things up without a lot of things getting hurt. So it's, potentially, yeah.
How far will these two go to take each other down?
From season 1, it's been a literal fight between the two of them. And there were times when Kelly and I were like, I don't know, maybe they'll resolve it and end up in therapy, because the alternative is just hard to imagine. And we're in the alternative now, and it's hard to imagine how far they'll go, because knowing that their hatred is complete, anything's possible.
With that hatred, obviously, like sitting across from you as a human, I like you. This is the character, Jamie. I got some thoughts here.
I appreciate that.
He will use everything that he knows to destroy you. He has made it clear.
Yes, I believe he has.
But ever since Jamie turned against the family, what has it been like for you seeing reaction from the fans, and what are they saying to you?
It's actually a blast, I get some interesting fan interactions, because people, they know that they should hate Jamie and that he's the bad guy, and especially if you're coming from a perspective of believing in John Dutton's view of the world, then Jamie's your bad guy. Yet they have a lot of complicated feelings about him, because they know he's broken, they know he's been hurt, and he's hurting others, hurt people, and they can identify with that. And they can understand that he's not just what the actions are, but this guy is complicated.
Why do you think people still root for Jamie with some of the things he's done?
I think even though they may like John Dutton, they know that John broke him and that he's acting out from being hurt.
Did something happen? I don't understand.
What happens in 30 years, Jamie? When you and your brother and your sister are too old to fight for this place, and Tate has to fight for it on his own.
What are you talking about?
Despite their feelings about who John is, I think they know that in their soul. So I think it's hard to just straight up cancel him and hate him.
Right.
You realize that this guy, he might be coming from a place that is not so terrible, but he does it in a terrible way.
I should have said no. That's what I should have done. Because then you couldn't blame me for doing exactly what you asked me to do.
Will we ever see Rip find out what Jamie did to Beth in their childhood?
That's a biggie, and that's one I'm not going to tell you either.
Damn it!
Yeah, that's a juicy one. No.
Do you keep up with the theories online?
No,
Okay.
I don't really go online for anything anymore.
Okay, so it's probably a good thing.
It is. I'm telling you, people.
You could get
join
roped
me.
into everything.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a lot of theories too that, I know you mentioned.
Yeah, people tell me about these theories a lot.
But you know this, that in 7 generations, my people will rise up and take it back from you.
In 7 generations, you can have it.
There's a big theory happening right now on the internet that a scene in 1883 foreshadows how this all ends. You're not going to say yes or no, but what can you?
That would be interesting.
Luke said that it starts at a 10 and it ends at an 11.
Yeah.
How would you describe these final episodes?
For me, I feel like I've been at a 10 since season 1.
There's been no slowing down.
Episode whatever I got punched first. Yeah, I think it's been a 10 going up to a 15 for me. Every season's and he amps up. It doesn't get smaller. So that's no different this time around.
Does season 5 does this see more punches for you, or do you see more punches? I should say.
Oh yeah, I mean it wouldn't be Yellowstone, right?
Are those punches from?
We see a few in the trailers, I think.
I
I took all the risk, and I took it for you.
This war is just beginning.
Those moments, especially with Kelly Reilly. I mean, you two together, the scenes, you both are forces to be reckoned with. How much will you miss those moments with her?
Whew, that's a tricky question because in a lot of ways I will not miss those scenes at all. Those are very hard to do. I dread them. They're physically hard. They're emotionally hard. The part of Jamie that I most struggle with is his frailty and his weakness. So I have to live through that and go home with it. But it has also been amazing to have a scene partner like Kelly to go through those things with, and she makes me laugh during them, and she's supportive, and we lean on each other so that we can go as far. I want her to go as far as she can and go further so that we really capture the visceral violent relationship that is.
What you two have given us over the years is pure art. So thank you
I appreciate that.
for that.
Thanks. That makes it worth it.
Ask your husband where the train station is and how many times he's been there.
Saying goodbye to Jamie and to the show, how hard was that for you to shake?
Well, I don't want to say that I said goodbye yet because you never know with TV and where things head. But, I've been waiting for the ball to drop on Jamie for several seasons.
Right?
So, every time I leave, it's a goodbye. And this was no different, especially with our crew. They're so great. And I just appreciate the effort they give.
If there is a chance to continue the story, of course there are many spin-offs and directions that we could take. Would you want to continue?
I'm always open to anything, but I honestly don't even know anything. I'm so far down that's way above my pay grade. I just wait to see what I'm doing and if I'm wanted, and then I'll be there if that's true.
Okay.
He will ruin this family's name.
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
This is such a familial show, and if there's also one thing we know about Taylor Sheridan, it's once you're in his family, you're in his family.
Yeah.
If there's an opportunity to be in another Taylor show, is there one that you would really like to do?
I wouldn't say a particular show, but
Okay.
I would work with Taylor again, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I was so flattered he even thought of me. I was a fan of his work already, and I was seeking him out while he was seeking me out. So, yeah, of course, I would.
That was the stars aligning right there.
That was,
Was it
yeah.
always supposed to be Jamie for you?
As far as I know,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
What came to me was Jamie.
Okay.
I think there was, if you're interested in Casey, but I was
Okay.
like, hey, the young guy? But no, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was always Jamie.
So we getting in this fight? We can figure out who to fight and how to fight them.
So what were you privy to heading into the final episodes? Were your scripts blacked out, or?
I saw everything.
Okay.
I know that a lot of people didn't. That was difficult. That's tricky to shoot.
Yeah.
It's a collaborative effort making a show and a film, and so I felt for those who hadn't seen it, but I was lucky enough to read them and have them. Yeah.
How challenging has it been to maintain the secrecy surrounding these episodes? It's like I feel like y'all have these answers in your brain that's like, okay, let me resort to this one and to this one. Like, how hard is this?
I don't have too difficult a time because
Okay.
myself as a TV fan, I like surprises. I don't like to know anything. I don't want any spoilers. I even pick up on foreshadowing too easily, so I don't even want that. So I speak to those fans by not speaking, and I'm happy to say that I'm not going to tell you anything.
It's the one constant in life. If you build something worth having, someone's gonna try and take it.
This show, of course, has made history.
Yeah.
You guys have changed the game. The Yellowstone effect is a real thing. It is felt. What do you hope the legacy of Yellowstone is?
Wow, that's a great question. I think Yellowstone is about something very deep in our culture. I think it's something much deeper in our psyche.
I just think about family dynamics in general too. And there's, as sad as it is, there's a lot of people who can relate to the dynamics that happen in
Yeah.
family. Maybe not
Oh, yeah.
as dramatic as what happens, because truly this is from the mind of Taylor Sheridan and the drama is at an all-time high. But
That's why we need the
it's-
drama,
yeah.
because it expresses those subtle things in our lives fully. So we see it. Oh, I know what that is.
Yes.
The only thing left to do is to kill as much as you can before they kill you.
We've been through a lot together. This time period and the world has been wild, and we've gone through it together. We shot in the pandemic together, one of the first shows back, and that takes trust. We are a family. We're so tight. We've been through a lot together. Making the show is hard and on everybody, and so it's family. And every time we say bye, yeah, it's hard to say bye.
And then you think too of the milestones that have happened in these years, and even just recently, Luke's now a dad. Like you guys all get to experience this together. Have you met the baby yet?
No, I haven't. No, I can't wait. I know I was meant to go back to Montana to meet the baby, but I haven't had a chance to go back yet. Luke is such a great guy. He's got a big heart. He's one of the warmest souls I've been around. And as soon as he knew he was having a baby, he saw that little hole be filled with love and life, and I couldn't be happier for him. He's gonna be a great dad.
Yeah, everyone says he's gonna be a cool dad too.
Oh, yeah, the coolest. Almost too cool.